up, y'all? Let's do a little unboxing. So there is one more supposed to be coming, but it's just a toddler size, so imagine this tiny and you'll be fine. But man, shipping is taking forever on everything. So today we have what you probably already read, the Yeezy 350 V2 Zion colorway. That box though, they always, I mean, look how tight that is. How am I supposed to get my fat fingers in there? God, just bend up the whole box. Let's get rid of that thing. Personal pair. I was not able to get multiples. I really wanted to try to get multiples for some friends, but it wasn't happening. I've heard mixed reviews on these, so I'm excited to get my first reactions here and see how we're looking. I don't know. Well, let's just get them out. That's the first, that's what I like. So it came with this, a special knitting process creates a one-of-a-kind prime knit upper for every pair, ensuring nobody else has one just like these. Which means there's going to be hella fakes and a lot harder to authenticate them. So the first thing I notice, I mean, there's been early pairs out there, but it's not the same seeing them in hand, especially on these cameras. But the first thing I notice on this is way more brown than I expected. I really thought it was going to be like grayscale, just a lot more brown than anything, which I guess makes sense, with Yeezy's color palette. And these are laced way different. Like when you get a pair of Yeezys, they don't come laced like this normally. For every pair I've ever gotten, these laces that just doesn't feel right. Usually they're not pulled as tight. I mean, I can literally almost just slip my foot in the way that they come. There's no way, because look how tight that is. So that is just different to me, is how they decided to pull that so tight. That just, yeah, I mean, they just feel different, you know what I mean? Well, you don't know what I mean because I'm telling you. But if you have a pair, you might know what I mean. They don't feel the same here. This stitching looks way different. So most Yeezys have that little X kind of stitching down the middle to bring the two prime knits together. All the way up, they have the little X stitching. Again, there's no pull tab on these, but yeah, and that just feels different. It just doesn't feel as soft. It's almost like harder, cheaper material. And then it's really soft right here. The bottoms look like they're the same color. I've seen some people, look at their pairs and talk about how the outsole is a different color on each of their shoes, but these look about the same. Maybe this one's a little bit lighter, a little milkier. This one looks a little peachier. Yeah, you can see that. This one's definitely dark. Now, I can't think of that many that were that off for each one. I mean, there's differences between each shoe, like the zebras. When those re-released, the outsole was not as milky as the original, so that looked a little bit different. When they re-released the zebras, like in 2018, maybe, those look a lot different. These just, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna see how they feel once they're on foot, if they feel like every other Yeezy. I mean, the Boost feels good. That feels normal, just like Boost. But there's something about this upper, and the way that they lace these up just is concerning. And as far as I know, I've never had one of these little cards in any of my Yeezy boxes. But yeah, these, I like the color. I mean, the more I look at it, it's growing on me. It's more brown than I expected. This was gray around the heel, but I'm really surprised at how they lace that. Like, these never come that way to me. I never have to like really loosen them up. I just, again, take them out of the box, throw them on. Almost every pair of Yeezy 350s I've purchased have come laced like that, not like that. So that's just different for some reason to me. And like this, like, look at, I beat the hell out of these. So let me just get this off of here. Let me just push like different sides here. Look at this whole shoe moving. That just feels different. Like, this is sturdier and dirtier. This is sturdier, but it feels softer. I mean, it's obviously maybe the different material, different prime that they use to get those different patterns. But again, I've beat the hell out of these. This is how they came laced out of the box. Not like that. Not that that's an issue. It's just different. You know, I'm trying to notice all these differences because the only reason I harp on these differences is because, you know, I want to give you guys my reaction, but also if Adidas Yeezy is going to start pumping these out in huge numbers so that they can get more sales, so they can get more Adidas in people's hands, there's going to be something that we're going to pay as consumers for that. So the price hasn't increased. These have been $220 for quite a while since they've came out. But what worries me is they're pumping out like 1 million pairs, then quality might start to go down. And it's not necessarily, you know, the people making the shoes, because there's not a lot of like loose threads. There's not like glue stains or anything like that anywhere. So it's built with good quality, but not quality materials, if that makes sense. And the biggest thing I can see is that stitching. So I'll try to get you a closer look, but right in the center of the shoe, you'll see kind of an X pattern for the stitching. Hopefully you can see that. And these are not stitched that way. So it might just be because of the type of material that was used for these. But they just don't feel as quality as all the other Yeezys as far as materials used. There's parts of it where it feels really nice, but it's really just right in here where I feel like your foot, it's going to take all the wear. I don't know why that would be the softest material, because as your foot, you know, moves around, that's where all the wear is going to go, is on the inside, or like right here. You know, it doesn't make any sense. You could feel the difference in the knit and material and how it was used. It's just, I don't know if it's the caging that's under there that is different this time. It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as sturdy. It doesn't feel as quality. The cushioning in the heel feels the same. That feels good. I don't hate them. You know, I still like them a lot, and I like this more than a lot of other colorways that have come out recently. I think the last colorway that I really liked that came out were the clays, but I'm still a fan. I'm still gonna rock the hell out of these. These are going straight to feet. Again, not to resell. I have one more pair coming, but again, it's just a toddler pair. So picture this like that size. I hope you guys like this vid. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.